Thanks for joining us for this special Maple Grove Report announcement. I'm with Heidi Nelson, Maple Grove City Administrator. Heidi, a lot of work being done here as we tape this. It's March 17th. Want to get some information out to the city about the coronavirus and the city's response.
Yep.
What can you tell us now? What would you like the residents to know?
Yeah, so we continue to monitor both the federal, state, county level information along with the Minnesota Department of Health CDC recommendations about local government response to the coronavirus outbreak. So a few steps that we've taken that I suspect most people are aware of is our community center, of course, is closed to the public. The dome is closed to the public. All parks and recreation activities have been canceled for now. We've reduced some of our services, trying to really kind of pull it into the essential services that we provide at City Hall and those that we can do safely that are reducing kind of that person-to-person contact. So we've made some adjustments to our operations and closed facilities so far. If you have questions about anything or you had something planned, please give a call to the staff at the community center. Staff is still there working to kind of cancel all those things and communicate with the users of the building to make sure they're informed and making adjustments to those schedules. So give us a call. We'd be happy to provide you some information or work with you about something that you had in the works during this time. We are going to be implementing, starting tomorrow morning, a limited access to the government center. This will be done by having one point of access to the government center through the main front doors. Once you enter that door, you will be asked to pick up a phone and talk with a receptionist to have your call directed to a staff member. Okay. Staff is still there working. We have moved some staff to alternative locations. We have 5 fire stations in Maple Grove, so we are able to move some of our fire inspectors and building inspectors to other locations. They're still available by phone, and we have some folks that are working remotely, and then some folks that are on leave now because of daycare considerations or other illness considerations. So certainly less staff at City Hall right now, but certainly folks that are there to help. What we're trying to reduce is just kind of that person-to-person interaction to the best that we can. So still available there. We do really encourage people to think about using their phone, email, website resources before making that physical trip to City Hall. Phone numbers are available on our website. We've updated all of the departments' landing pages on our website to include specific contact information for city staff, kind of organize that by their areas of responsibility. So all the phone numbers should be there, easily accessible to you, as well as their email information. And many of our services are available online. You can pay your utility bill online. You can get a building permit online. You can file for homestead online. There's just many things that we do that don't require you to come to City Hall, so we really encourage people to think about that and access those online services, or give us a call and we can work through those things with you, or an email. So some changes to our operations. We're getting communications out about that. We'll have physical postings at the building. Changes to the police department side as well. You'll still be able to get into that police department lobby, but you'll likely be dealing with staff, kind of the office staff there via phone only. Of course, our police and fire and public works operations continue to provide service out in the community, but we're just really kind of trying to back off on that face-to-face interaction.
Couple questions I'm sure residents might have, and one relates to Chief Bush talked at the council meeting on the 16th, and so in a nutshell, what did he have to say? Any messages that he wanted to pass along to the residents as far as safety at home or what their department is doing? Yeah,
so I think they're really just trying to encourage people to follow the guidelines that are being recommended by the Minnesota Department of Health. So at this point, we went from the 250 number to the 50 number, and now yesterday, the White House came out with trying to reduce gatherings to 10 or less people. So I think it's really, it's just time to hunker down a little bit and think about how you can reduce your interactions with the restaurants and bars being ordered closed yesterday by the governor's office. As I came through town this afternoon to drive over here, it's pretty quiet.
Yes, a little different landscape.
Yeah, so I think people just in general, their life will settle down right now a little bit. And so I think it's really trying to adhere to those social distancing guidelines, make sure you're taking care of yourself. If you're sick, stay home. The hand washing, the sanitizing, the cleaning of things. I think those are the things we're really trying to focus on at the government center and through all of our operations. And I think that's the best recommendations we can give to the community. I think we've really tried to take a metered approach to this. I think there's a lot of panic out there, and there's a lot of fear, and there's a lot of unknown, and just things change very quickly. As I went home yesterday, kind of thought, okay, we're kind of settled in, and came in this morning, and there was more cities taking different actions, and we all communicate, try to talk to each other about what we're doing and the approaches we're taking, because this is uncharted territory for us, and trying to understand what the best approach is. And so decided today that it was we maybe needed to shift our operations a little bit. Sure. And I think people are shifting their behavior now. It's been pretty quiet at the government center, and I think and rightfully so.
Right.
But I think this is just another reinforcement to say, think about what you need before you make a trip to City Hall. Pick up that phone, give us an email, check out the website for online services, because we do really have a lot of those services available that don't require you to come to City Hall.
Very
so
good.
I think that's kind of the message that we're trying to get out at this point.
Excellent. All right, a few questions I know have come into the city related to water. And
Yes.
so you wanted to take a second just to talk about water in the city.
Yeah, so I think it's probably a little bit triggered by, the run on buying bottled water kind of triggered fear in everybody. Oh my gosh, is there something wrong with the water system? And the answer to that is no, there isn't any threat to the water system right now. The drinking water supply system is an enclosed pressurized system. It's treated and chlorinated against bacteria and virus, and so it's safe for users. We continue to test that water on a daily basis, so we don't have any concerns with the water system at this time. So we just, I think it's just panic and people not knowing what to expect. A little bit same on the toilet paper issue.
Yes, and also on wipes and the diaper wipes. And we have a message about those as well that could cause a problem for the city. So if we have these wipes that we've picked up in a quick hurry, what should we not do with them when we're done with them? Yeah,
really the sewer system is really intended to only process, regular toilet paper. Anything that you would be using, like a diaper wipe or a wipe that says it's flushable, they really aren't. Paper towels, anything like that, they are going to cause you problems in your sewer line and cause a backup, and that's going to directly affect you in your home. And so we really want people to think through, there's been this issue with the toilet paper lately, but there's a negative impact to using other things and putting those down the sewer system. So that would kind of be our next level of emergency to deal with, and that's a very unpleasant one for the homeowner if they end up with a backup in their home. So really want people to think that through, know that the water system is safe, and then think about how they're using those products in their home.
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. Certainly a lot of information on the city's website. Let's leave you with that right now, maplegrovemn.gov. Any questions you might have, and again, we're taping this in the middle of the day on the 17th of March, but again, a lot of information will be updated on the city site, maplegrovemn.gov. That's it for this Maple Grove Report special announcement.